You learn that Carol's family is very rich.
She gave Tomo a gold bar. It was, someone did the math. They got the measurements. It's like 1.5 gold bars, like 1.5 times the standard of a gold bar. And a gold bar is like $600,000. So she just was trying to give Tomo like almost $1 million.
I'm assuming she did, because you don't see it afterwards, and Tomo took that home, right? Like she didn't.
No, Tomo didn't take it.
I feel like
then they tried to give her like something else.
Well, because even at that one point, because Carol's like, "Oh, like was that not enough? I was gonna bring a bigger gold bar, but yeah." And it's like, no, this will do fine. Thank you very much.
I would have taken that. I would have mugged her, man. If you're walking around with a gold bar. Cross-examined. We're back. I'm Matt. That's Justus. Linkin Park is not mid. I know it's not anime related, but it's an animated video. You're wrong. We're back with our B list today.
Justus, episode 121.
121. You know, it's also 121.
The amount of times you think in a day, which isn't a lot.
That's way too much, man. You got pumped those numbers down. So we have Tomo-chan. Ooh, what is this?
Tomo-chan is a girl. Spy Classroom. Inspector Season 2. Yeah. The Genius Young Prince, or the...
I got you. I know it off the top of my head. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. See, I just knew that off the top of my head.
That's not like we have them out. And Nier Automata is currently indefinitely delayed, so we
Let's talk about Nier Automata first, though.
We just won't really have anything to talk about.
So what did you think about this week of Nier Automata, Justus?
The panty shot was great.
Speaking of other stuff that's permanently delayed, also another show that we're watching on our C list is Kubo-san Will Let Me Be Invisible, and definitely delayed till spring 2023.
We will talk about it next week, though, because we have 3 episodes to talk about.
So Tomo-chan, we had 3 episodes to talk about. So okay, I'm going to give beef with Crunchyroll real quick. Okay. So Crunchy does this thing sometimes where if you watch it all the way through to like the end of where it ended, like what was out. So let's say like episode 7 is out, right? Yeah. You watch to the end of episode 7. For some reason of mine, it gets to the end and it immediately wants to restart. It counts as if you didn't watch it at all.
Oh, I always...
So I got like...
Click away at the...
Well, I got like 3... Well, I'm on my couch. I'm all comfy. The cats are in on me.
You're like, being lazy.
Well, yeah, but I'm like 3 minutes in, and I'm like, the like episode 3 again, or episode 4 again, or whatever episode it was, and I was like, this looks really. Damn, I'm watching this. Click, 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 click. Okay, now on to the next thing on there. Tomo-chan definitely is a girl this week, though.
Oh yes,
she let them girls out, those puppies out.
There
was a beach episode. Yeah, there was a beach episode on there, and the best part was like. She's in the water just having fun, right? Like at first she was kind of shy because obviously
June is there.
June walks in. It's like, come on out. Just, take that hoodie off. You're at the beach. Unzips him. Classic just, they're out. He's like, zips right back up on there. It's like, you know what? You stay wearing that hoodie for now.
Yeah. I think the big thing this episode, professional, is beach episodes. Those are always fun. Both Tomo and Carol are stacked. Go figure. But you do also get to see like Tomo as a kid and kind of like how they met. I think that was like just before the beach episode, right?
And it was mixed in, I think.
Was
with it? Yeah, I don't know. It was all kind of a blur. But Tomo definitely snapped the DSi in half.
DS Lite.
Yeah, it just snapped it in half on there. And then then like June gets to meet all of Tomo's family, and the best part was like not when June meets her dad on there. It's when June meets the mom. I'm so sorry about my daughter. Who looks at them titties is like, it's no problem at all. He saw what she was gonna grow into. My man of culture on there.
Yeah, you definitely do get the idea that he's probably had a crush on her
since childhood.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there was that one point where he's like crying on the ground because she's like, I got your game back. It was just laying on the ground. Obviously, she got beat up because his Game Boy, DS was his Game Boy. was stolen by some bullies, and he's crying, "Oh, I'll make." What was he? I'll get my Game Boy back when I can protect you. And then it cuts to her like, "Man, I've beaten this like 12 times. I wonder if he's ever coming back for it." It's like, I think both still remember on there.
Yeah,
they make some babies.
You also get to meet Misuzu as a little kid, and apparently their scuffle between her and June has existed
been forever.
The entire time. Extremely smug.
Well, that's how she knew something's wrong. It's like, come here, pet. Okay, it's fine, whatever. It's like something's off with this kid.
Yeah.
Dude, Mizuzu's mom, when she sees Tomo, it's like, "Oh, you brought a boy. Actually, I'm a girl."
Well, yeah.
Kind of gives him re-zero vibes on there, but it's like, "Don't grow up like your mother. Please don't." It's like, "Don't worry, I won't."
She realizes that it's Tomo, and it's like, "Oh, you're back." Because she wasn't allowed to go to their place for a really long time because she kept breaking shit in their house.
A lot of shit in their house. Also, there's a lot of, like, these episodes you met
a bunch of parents.
Yeah, you met the parents, background characters, other characters. You met Carol's mom. God, they're both so freaking dumb. I'm trying not to swear to make it kid friendly.
They're adorable.
They're dumb, but Carol's not dumb.
Yeah.
She just plays it off as she's dumb, and she got first in the class. Because literally Mizuzu's like, "I always get number one." Huh, smug face. Carol's like, "Oh, I got number one this time." It's like, how? How do you do your math? Well, this bunny is dating this bunny, and it makes two bunnies. It's like, no.
I mean, Tomo got it from there. She improved her grades. Also, it's kind of unfair where it's like, "Oh yeah, I got a little bit of tutoring from who? Both of my friends who ranked number 1 and number 2 in the entire testing."
So I think June got 50, and then Tomo went from bottom half to top half.
Yeah, she got like 30.
No, June had 30 last time.
Oh.
Because she's like, "I'm going to tutor Tomo instead." What did you get? 30?
Yeah, but I think she got 30 this time.
No, she got like 180 something.
Did she?
Yeah, she barely beat the halfway point of it.
Then I think
he got 50.
Okay.
I know my numbers. Also, Carol's mom, they were a spitting image of each other. They're both so gosh dumb. Because like,
gosh dumb.
I'm trying
gosh darn dumb.
Gosh darn it. Listen, her mom's like, "Hug Tomo." And Tomo was like, "Oh, that's kind of nice." And Mizuzu was like, "I don't want any of this." And then it's like, "And one more hug for my bunny." And it hugs her daughter. And I'm like, even walking to their house, there was that scene where it's like, "Follow me. I want to get lost sometimes."
Yeah, look, you learn that Carol's family is very rich.
She gave Tomo a gold bar. It was, someone did the math. They got the measurements. It's like 1.5 gold bars, like 1.5 times the standard of a gold bar. And a gold bar is like $600,000. So she just was trying to give Tomo like almost $1 million.
I'm assuming she did, because you don't see it afterwards, and Tomo took that home, right? Like she didn't. No,
Tomo didn't take it.
I feel like
then they tried to give her like something else.
Well, because even at that one point, because Carol's like, "Oh, like was that not enough? I was gonna bring a bigger gold bar, but yeah." And it's like, "No, this will do fine. Thank you very much."
I would have taken that. I would have mugged her, man. If you're walking around with a gold bar,
yeah.
I want to know what I want to measure it myself and figure out. I want to know how much her house was worth.
Probably a lot.
I want to know, like, they're not in Tokyo, right?
No, they aren't. They aren't in Tokyo.
I gotta figure out where
he moved from Tokyo.
Yeah.
But they're not that far out in the sticks, though. Tomo was kind of dumb, and it's like, they've got flying cars and robots and stuff there, right?
That's a kid's imagination, though. What do you want?
I mean, you wouldn't think that they live that far out there.
Listen, they're all just muscled with very little brain.
Yeah.
Tomo almost no brain. June with some brain on there.
Yeah. I still stick with the fact that Misuzu and Carol are both kind of the two best characters in the show right now.
Yeah, they definitely focus a lot. I feel like a lot of people are like more drawn to them because they're the more like stereotypical, like attractive.
I wouldn't even say that. I just think
they focus a lot on Mizuzu though, rather than Tomo.
They provide the most amount of additional content.
Like it says they're supporting, but I feel like Mizuzu and Carol at this point are definitely more main characters than supporting. I mean, they're all. I mean, shoot, you see Mizuzu probably more than you see June now in most of the episodes.
Yes.
Also, Tomo got a beauty, like a makeup thing done. Come on over. Go buy us ice cream for doing this. Oh, let me change. Push out of house. Lock door. Nope. Go. They planned June being there, right?
No, that was entirely convenient. But they were trying to set up the surprise birthday party stuff. So, which, look, at some point it turned out really great because she got pretty preoccupied and hung out with him, and the ice cream melted. But even by the time she got back, they weren't done setting up the decoration. So they took a really long time.
I'll say it. Tomo is definitely a cutie. There you go.
She's fine.
Sorry, you just don't like strong, dominant women.
They scare me.
I'm scared. What's the Resident Evil? I'm scared. No, I mean, she got it beautied up, and June said, like, that's Tomo's face. I know it. But it's not Tomo. Or is it?
It definitely was.
I mean, he knows her face no matter what happens. I mean, to be fair.
Well, he was still convinced at the end that it wasn't her. So.
Yeah. Also, her dad is... You get a better size reference of him, because you always see him in, like, the background. Never see him in the foreground. Then you finally see him, it's like, oh, this dude is built. Yeah. Like, even in that, like, one picture thing where he's, like, a giant mountain next to another, it's like, oh, yeah, it kind of is on there.
He's a big man. She likes to be bent like a pretzel.
Who do you think the best mom is?
Huh?
I mean, she's probably, based on how scared they were of her, who do you think the best mom is? Between all the moms, I feel like you'd pick, like, Mizuzu's mom. She's kind of like mysterious kind of vibe to her on there. But you might just pick Carol's.
No, I think Tomo's mom is the best mom.
My man.
But like Mizuzu and Carol are equally like best girls right now.
What does your heart say?
Mizuzu.
Mizuzu's mom?
No, as best girl. And
no, I'm talking about moms right now.
Akemi, Tomo's mom.
Now what does your body say? I'm being real honest with you. Carol's mom is a nice lady. That is where I will leave that.
Wow, you just think of women for their bodies.
Listen, I mean, even Tomo was like, damn. Poor Mizuzu at the beach.
Yeah. Oh well.
Why aren't you looking at them? Whatever. But you can look at me. And it's like, she called him out. Got you, bitch.
Yeah.
There's my swear word.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love this show. It's amazing.
Oh, sorry. I was immediately just about to wait for like this weird shitty segue that you always do. You were right there, right at that line. I figured we were about to cross it.
You ever played Team Fortress at all?
No.
Oh, I know how the spy pretends to be someone else. Hey, speaking of spies.
Jesus.
Spy Classroom. Hey, got an update, by the way. Sorry. Random. I got beef. I got big beef with this. Do you know what it is before we talk about
it? Is it the fact...
What did we watch first? Watch episode 4, 5, 6, 7? Because there's 4 episodes?
No, there were 3 episodes? Were there 4 episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just watched everything to what it was there.
Okay.
Do you know what my big beef is? The first 3 episodes, they made this whole thing about how Erna didn't talk the entire time in the house. Multiple times in every episode. She is talking and screaming and yelling in the house.
Well, now it doesn't matter because it was initially...
No, but they did a flashback before the Impossible mission. All this was before the Impossible mission. So that's the big beef I got with
there's a new Impossible mission going on.
No. This was before the Impossible... Like, specifically in one episode, it said before the Impossible mission that they had been on. That's the way they played it on there.
I guess I must have like missed the way that it was kind of being handled.
Also, every one of these girls is a main girl. I understand they all have their own thing, but like, Annette, like, I guess Sarah, because we just saw a lot of her this episode. So, I mean, not too much happened. I don't know if you want to go into detail. I talked a lot about Tomo.
Well, I still don't know how to feel about the show, man. Like, it's fine. It's getting better, but like this is the weakest one we have.
Sorry, I was just telling you to get it more in your face.
This is just like one of the weakest shows we have. It's fine.
What, Mr. Weezy, what? I mean, to be fair, it can't be one of the weakest because it's still continuing.
What? No, remember after episode 8, it's delayed.
Oh my god, it delayed, but not indefinitely.
Well,
delayed.
not indefinitely delayed, but yeah, it's supposed to be like a 1 week delay or some shit like that, 1 or 2 week.
Also, Claus. So Claus is their teacher.
Mm-hmm.
They call him like senpai
Boss.
in the show. Yeah, boss. Basu. I know that word in Japanese because it's super easy. Dude literally just conned him into making him a meal.
Yes.
He was literally
Yes, he
like,
did.
"Oh, I don't like any of this stuff. Oh, we'll make it. Maybe he's allergic." Makes this full like steak and lobster and like wine, whole dish, everything he said he didn't like. Like, oh, it's nice to have a real nice dish made for you sometimes.
It was surf and turf. It was steak and shrimp.
Whatever. I don't eat cockroaches.
We have recently.
Lobsters are the cockroaches of the sea.
Hmm?
What?
What did you say?
Lobsters are the cockroach of the sea. Well, I guess
No,
technically
it's
shrimp.
Yeah. I was like, that's shrimp.
I can't think of what another bug is.
Yeah. So they ended up conning him with that. Every single trap that they've tried to do still fails, to the point where they're just essentially destroying the house at this point, and that becomes kind of a
We need to put it together.
clean up the
That's what I was like.
repair windows and
That's
doors
why I was like,
are
this
falling.
is definitely before the impossible. Because it doesn't matter. We're just gonna die in this impossible mission before they actually.
Well, no. That comment is because they're 2 weeks away from a new mission. That's a different mission. Like, legitimately, this is a second.
Purposely, I know there is supposed to be a second one, but they literally did the before the impossible mission. But then they're all going on how, we're not gonna make it through this one, which is still making it like before the initial mission.
That's not how.
Because they haven't established anything else of the new impossible mission.
Well, yeah, because they're just focusing on training right now.
You're gonna have to go back and rewatch all this.
No, that's legitimately what it was.
You're wrong.
I'm
So many
not.
levels. Hey, you found out more about the girls though.
Yeah, they'd been
Apparently,
abused and are
Sibylla,
uh,
Sibylla,
Sibylla.
Sibylla. Sorry, we heard Kelvin blow his nose. So apparently she was abused, and I get the whole like, I was abused, I can protect them. It's like, you could have played it up a little bit better on there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of those, just felt so out of place because there was this little girl that conned him.
Yeah, abused child as well.
A whole
She's just like
child.
me.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it. That episode to me was just kind of like I mean, you're right. It's kind of the weakest show. I'm trying to find the good in it because they still do some good stuff, some cool stuff. They do some cool,
it's still
fighting.
A fine show, but I don't hold anything kind of on what needs to be done.
It's aging like bread.
Did you watch the after credits?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so paranoid in all of our shows because everyone wants to do after credits. I'm like,
The High Dive is the most annoying because they do like regular roll credits at the very end that some of the other shows don't. So when you get near the very end, there's still like this much on the timeline, and you're like, I don't know if there's an after credits or it's just regular credits.
Yeah. Also, I noticed something like, at first I thought, they do like a different animation for every single ending. And it's like, they just have a few different, basically it's a one big still that they cut into different things. So it's kind of like Eminence and Shadow where there's technically different endings, but it's all
the same.
Yeah, but they did one like high animation one. I don't know. I don't like the opening. I don't like the ending, which kind of puts me off to watch the show because I'm like,
Like I said, I think the show is fine, especially if you just want to binge it, not like
nothing happened. Like we had like 4 episodes. I felt like nothing happened.
Mm.
Then they had the whole Sarah thing where she's like, I'm the most useless. I'm useful. I can control pets. The dog won't bite. Immediately bites Erna on there. It's just a love bite. This really hurts. Then later in the episode, it's like, Senpai, I taught him not to bite. Oh, he bit you. I'm sorry. Nah, it's just a love bite. Senpai, I can hear the tremor in your voice. And the long pause. He's hurting. No, he's not. I'm like, you've taught this dog nothing. Because I thought she originally taught the birds and everything, but apparently they were just.
She also kept that dog in her fucking hat.
Yeah, what about it?
Who keeps pets in their hat?
Also, it's got to be like tiny.
Yeah.
You don't have a concealed carry dog in your hand?
No. Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Call
an ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah, I want to like say good things about the show, but there's not enough going on, and
they're trying. I felt like it feels more like a slice of life, but with an overarching spy plot. And it's like,
and I think
we're
they're
just
trying to give all the girls their own episode at this point.
Yeah, because Sarah's had her own.
The dog girl had her own.
That's Sarah on there. Erna had her own episode. Lily technically episode 1 on there. The only person we haven't had is Monica and Thea.
Well,
and Annette. Yeah, those are about the only ones.
Greta has a thing for the teacher that became
wants
pretty
the dick.
obvious. So yeah.
What? It's not that obvious. Hey, I made you this thing that's.
Also,
all I know is a teacher can make a fucking mean roast.
You do also find out that the teacher is very young, basically like their age.
20.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was the whole thing. I was like, oh my god, the teacher's like 20. He's like,
go seduce him.
But they made an offhand comment of he's only a few years older than us. I'm like, hold the phone here, because the dude does not look like 20. He looks like 30.
Well, I mean, look, people with long hair just typically look a bit older.
So all the girls just look older?
Huh?
All the girls just look older?
Well, no, because they're different. They're women. You also see Lily being a traitor once again. Her morals are very low.
Listen, she sold the team out multiple times in this show. We forgot to talk about the best part in this show. When Thea tries to teach Lily how to be seductive.
I was in
They
chat.
said the brother thing, and I was like, whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, because that scene came up. I was in Discord with you. I was like, Matt, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't even like, oh, haha, this is funny. I was like, this is cringe. And like, what the fuck are we watching?
I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, they're doing this thing. It's like, because she went through the whole list of brother, daddy, teacher, and I was like, well, someone's kink is getting checked off here at some point. She's wearing like a 40s diner outfit, but it's way too small for her. And they make a point to like that whole episode, like, well, you actually got a real good bust size. You've been hiding it the whole time, and then they like overdo it. And I'm like, well, hold the phone here. It's a child, sir.
Yes, it is a child.
Well, I guess depending on the context. At one point, they're like, he's only a few years older, and I was like, well, if he's 20, that makes you guys like 17. You're legally a child.
Well, what if they're 18? Not legally a child. If they don't give ages. Definitely there's a couple of them that are definitely not 18.
Erna's a child. Sarah's a child.
Annette's probably
a child.
Secretly like older than the rest of them. Via anime logic, Thea's definitely like 19. I would assume Thea's the oldest.
I feel like she's gonna have a real sad backstory, like she was raped or something.
You're not using that as like
what?
Never mind.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not a shitty segue. No, I have no idea what happened in Inspector. I can't even think of a segue on there. No, because so we should be getting Annette. I feel like Annette's going to be next because they focused her way too much this kind of last episode.
We didn't even talk in Tomo that she almost got sexually assaulted again, by the way, just because you brought up the rape thing. While they're in the beach stuff.
The dude's like,
come over with me around the rocks for a little. This fucking show gets real rapey for whatever reason.
Well, this dude shows up. He's like, hey, you're a pretty girl. Oh, my God, you think I'm cute? And it's like the most bumpkin, like, out there voice. It's like, come over here. Oh no, you're pulling kind of hard. She's kind of strong. I'm like, well, hold the phone. And then our boy, June comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, sorry. We should have talked about that during our.
There was a lot that happened in Tomo on there. Yeah, but I'm excited to see. I feel like the show, Spy Costume started strong. The middle's kind of weak because I feel like they're going to end the season with this next big thing, and that'll be it. And then they'll decide if they want to do another season or not.
Yeah.
I feel like there's enough to maybe do another season because it's so open-ended to what they want.
Yes. I do know with the...
So they need a new top spies.
Yeah. They are an official group now.
Yeah.
So they're training really hard to, like, be official spies, though they don't know they're actually like, or they now know that they're basically official spies because they're having like a 10-day vacation before this like
next mission.
Yeah. So that was for the most part kind of it. There really wasn't a lot going on in that show.
We'll just keep moving on because they're not really spies. They're more than inspectors.
Shut up.
Hey, Inspector. Oh.
Hey, it's Inspector Season 2. Hey, this show's still pretty good.
What do you mean pretty good? You mean pretty crap?
You haven't been watching it. You don't know.
I've seen the pictures from it.
You haven't. So when we left off, a dude was being framed for murder, though he was like at home with a Yuki Onna, which is
Listen,
like
if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
So that episode kind of concludes with essentially
who gets hit by a bus. I saw a picture of her getting hit by a bus, and she gets up like
Rika. Yeah,
that's the only picture I've seen. She gets hit by a truck coon. I'm like, someone got isekai in that show. It's like, oh, no, they didn't. I really should have thought about that. And there was a dude that's just like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, so she's the cousin of Kyoru, the main dude.
Yeah.
She was in season 1.
Sakurugawa?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's his last name. Keep going. Sorry.
He was she was the one in season 1 that like she really likes him, but she's meant to be a recluse. She likes her cousin.
She's got some great eyes though.
Do you know why her eyes are golden?
I don't know.
Because she has the exact same powers he does, because they both ate 2 yokai, being Kappa and a mermaid. So she's immortal and can see the future when she dies.
So that's why she purposely keeps trying to get hit?
Well, she didn't mean to get hit with that one, but that's why she didn't die. So yeah, that's why she got up.
Are they actually immortal, or is there like a limit?
No,
to their
legitimately they're immortal. They just cannot die.
And that would suck.
Yeah, and she's like really trying to bone her cousin because like he's also like that. So
hey, Alabama's anime watch list.
Yeah.
How do you always pick the shows that are just so Alabama-ish? Oh, it's so good, Alabama.
With that first episode, by the way, with the Yuki Onna, it basically turns out that dude's like one of his old coworkers when he was forced out of his company. She murdered his ex-wife and is eventually going to get caught. They do still lots of like exposition in the show, which can be fine. It's at least entertaining and not like dragging. At the very end of her explaining it, Kodako, she's like, all right, you have nothing to worry about. You can spend your entire time. I'll give you my blessing to just, spend whatever is left of your life with the Yuki Onna, because you two clearly like each other. And he goes, is that it? What about more details? And she literally goes, no, that's enough details. You two go home and bone already. And that's like how they leave. And it's like, okay, got a chuckle out of me for that. And then now they're just trying to find Rika, which is why you've seen the truck coon thing. She was staying in a apartment that the last 3 tenants had killed themselves.
Rent's cheap?
Yes, it was. And because she can also see the future, she won a horse race. She won like...
I gotta go bet on this game.
No, yeah, basically that's what she does. But she won 2.6 million yen. So it's like...
That's like 26,000.
Huh? The 2.6 million yen?
Yeah.
It was more than that.
You just removed 2 zeros.
2.6 million?
Yeah.
I did
2.6 mil divided by 100.
It's not exactly that though. Remember, it's 0.7.
I'm gonna do the actual yen conversion right. Oh heaven! It's even less then. Yeah. It's even less money. It's like 20,000 then.
I had done the conversion. It was actually surprisingly a lot. The
$20,000 is a lot of money.
Well, yeah.
To some people, to me, that's just chump change.
Yeah, she essentially won like 20 grand, and it was like, man, just I wish I could just like casually just off myself on occasion and just like be able to win 20 grand.
Oh, there's our sound
like,
bit on
actually
there.
Die.
Cue Kurt Cobain music.
But I mean, look, would you do it if someone was like, "Hey, you're immortal, and every time you die, you can like see the future and make decisions."
I would
based
serve
on
my country because that's what they would want.
That's cringe.
I would die. Repeat. That's basically the one it is.
I would entirely just use that to my own benefit.
No, the self-justice, serving your country is cringe.
Yeah, serving your country is cringe.
Sorry.
I'm so glad you've been brainwashed, idiots.
What's that jingle we do?
I mean, congratulations. You've learned a word and you're starting to use it correctly.
No, I don't ever use it around you, and it's very ironically I use it.
Mm-hmm. But
sorry that you like. Listen, is that about all you had for it?
I mean, the dudes killing themselves.
I can ask you.
There were people like just hanging themselves in that apartment.
Sweet. No,
well, they finally like come up with logical explanations because it's not.
Is that Logan
haunted.
Paul in the corner?
No. It wasn't actually haunted. A kid also got ran over by a car on the last episode.
What kind of car was it?
It was just a sedan. And then,
Lexus.
Then a dude carved a Pinocchio-style like body thing and that shoots lightning, and the man died.
So like a Pinocchio puppet.
Yeah, kind of.
Because Pinocchio
but
is
a big one. He's a big boy.
A Pinocchio-like thing. So you mean a puppet?
I mean, it's a big puppet. It's more of a mannequin, like a wooden mannequin. But I say Pinocchio because it's all made of wood. So
is this Pinocchio?
No,
because it's made of wood.
It's
is
not
that
all made
Pinocchio?
of wood.
Is this Pinocchio?
No, because it
is that Pinocchio.
It doesn't. Those are closer to Pinocchio than anything else.
Note the self-justice if he sees what he's like, yo, Pinocchio.
Well, no, because clearly, like, it's in a human carved form that plays a pretty intricate.
Do you know how to use big words though?
Apparently not that word.
No, I was gonna ask you because there wasn't too much else. This isn't a shitty segue. That'll come later. So, what shows have you picked the last season for us to watch? What was the show last season that you really fought for?
What? What do you mean?
I'm just saying, there's some incest in here. What was the last show you picked? Oh, that's right.
There's no incest in here.
My stepmom did. She really is trying. My stepmom's daughter is my ex.
She's currently running away, and they're trying to find
her. My stepmom's daughter is my ex.
Mm.
Then you had us watch Domestic Girlfriend.
You've never seen Domestic Girlfriend.
What? Yeah, I have.
We haven't talked about that here on this podcast.
Oh, well, you hyped it up.
Okay. To be fair, that was a me and Jake thing, and you can, like, fuck off. The bros bonded over that.
Bros bonded over.
I'm sorry. You weren't part of that. You didn't read the
Dude,
manga.
you guys read every week when Discord, oh my God, the new chapter's out. Let's go. It's like, oh, Chef Boy, no.
Yeah. We enjoyed our trash manga. And look, with this, that's just like a side plot thing that technically makes sense. Two immortal people, like one of them trying to be together with another one. Otherwise, they know they'll basically be lonely for the rest of their life. Makes sense, even if they are somewhat blood related.
Sorry, I was trying to find some other ones that are kind of like that we watched last year, but I forgot we watched a whole bunch of good shows last year.
Yeah, exactly.
If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you watch the anime.
But yeah, for the most part, there's not a crazy amount going on. You do get to see a talking cat spirit in the last episode called a Bakineko, and
he looks derpy as hell.
He's
the derpiest looking. It's like Garfield, but like on a budget.
So he. Like,
that is the most stereotypical cat you could ever have.
Yeah. So he was. There's the old lady Tay above him. He like shows up at her door like in a box, pretending to be like disheveled and starving, so he could just basically have a place to crash. And
cat's got a place to crash.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll take the sofa.
He's a spirit, and she can see spirits. We don't know exactly why. Maybe it's because of her old age.
Hitting that crack pipe a little too much.
Well, at one point, he gave the game away instead of, like, being a regular cat because he really wanted booze. And she was drinking, and he was, like, trying to do the little pat thing at her. And he goes, booze, please booze. And he gave the entire game away. And they had been living together for like, 2 months, a month and a half after that.
Well, since you're a talking cat, you could have anything you want.
Well, so the entire lore behind the Baki Neko thing is like, apparently he's supposed to just kind of take over the body of the person that he like takes him in. And she's like, why aren't you doing that? And he said the most real shit ever. He's like, if I do that, then I have to pay taxes and talk to my neighbors.
Hell yeah, man. I'm liking this cat more and more, man. he knows what's up.
It's like, yeah, that's some real shit. You stay in that cat form. Like,
do cats pay taxes? The title of this episode.
So every so often in this show, there's still some really good like chuckle moments with like throwaway lines like that.
If you're also a cat, you could drink more booze and not get as drunk.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it would be cheaper to get drunk.
Yeah, but he's been drinking lots of sake, so he's
does he drink it like this, or does he like lick it up in like a saucer?
The little white saucer thing, he like licks it up from that. It's adorable.
Come by, just going to town on it on there.
But that's currently what's happening. They do kind of a story every 2 weeks, like a new thing going on. So it's been enjoyable.
What about the main girl? Has she been?
Mm-hmm. She just shows up, fixes the problems of all of those.
Oh, she doesn't really do too much on there?
No, she's not like been heavily.
Like, she's got blonde hair and green eyes. So does Annie from sorry, I forgot the name again. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and Genius Young Lady on there. God, the show's getting so good. It's getting so good.
Before the camera started rolling, he admitted that they're lesbians. So that's
great. I never said they were lesbians. Those are words taken out of context. Your Honor, I would like to be innocent. This is definitely going in the beginning. You're wrong.
Let me go ahead and play that sound bit.
Oh, go ahead and play it. Go and play it. Where's that? Do you have it? Oh, I thought not. Stupid.
God, I wish I had the sound bit.
Oh, you going to jump it. See, I'm not afraid because I didn't say that.
You did.
That is defamation of character, and I'm going to sue you. I'm suing everyone.
You're a liar.
They're not gay. They're just good friends.
Yeah, whatever. Because even before we started, you're like, the lesbian show. And I was like, you admit it. It's like,
no, because that's how you know it on there. They're just good friends. They like hanging out.
Yeah, you're a liar. You entirely put up this farce.
Yo, speaking of like colors and like people having real basic names like cyan and magenta, because I keep thinking that's their last name.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. Ooh, come cyan and magenta. Ooh, printer cartridge. Okay, so we gotta go through a few things. First of all, Lainey or Lane, basically the girl that like the prince chose and said because we thought, he just likes big tits. No, she has a special power to make people kind of like her.
Fascination.
Yeah, she has like some magic stone inside of her like everyone else. Turns out, somewhere in her family line, they're vampires. And she was molested. It's non-consensual. She never said yes. She was just molested.
Is this in episode 7? Because I only watched 3 episodes because that's what we watched the first week. So
we're catching up with everything, Justus.
You didn't say that.
I'm going to start recording everything. Why would we watch like only 3 episodes of this, but we watch 4 episodes of the other thing?
Because the first time we only
How do you not? I don't even remember what I can and can't say now. I'm just going to talk about it, and that'll just be your extra credit assignment on there.
I'm sorry that you're shit at this.
What do you mean I am? There was literally, last time we were here, we didn't watch the 4th episode.
Yeah, because you said
we needed to watch the 4th
episode.
Yeah, that was the last time. This time we needed to watch everything. I said we need to catch up with everything. I literally said catch up with everything.
I did not.
I will murder you. I will take you out.
This is the only show that had 4 episodes, by the way. Spy Classroom with 3 episodes. Tomo was 3 episodes.
We'll have to play the tape, Bob.
I mean, I can show you my
we'll look at it later
because I update it per episode.
Maybe you're updating it wrong, buddy. I'm going to talk about it because I feel like it needs to be talked about. And then we'll just be fully caught up with everything because there's so many shows that are just messed up like this right now.
Go ahead.
You're gonna learn. Are you cool with that?
Go ahead.
You seem very unhappy with that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So you find out that she's basically a vampire of sorts.
Okay.
She was sexually assaulted. Listen, I'm gonna give you the play-by-play of this. She said, "Close your eyes," and nothing else. Then started filling her up. She was sexually assaulted. Annie
That was
can no
episode
longer.
6.
Yeah. Well, what are we going on about? How this was in a different episode? That was within that episode.
Well, specifically the way you're talking about, like, I'm assuming there's something else because the whole vampire thing, like, that was not in those first 3 episodes.
I'm pretty sure that was within it as well, because then they found out, like, oh, Annie, what is
Well, they find out the fascination, like, thing, but that's it. Because the episode 6 ends with, like, Annie telling her parents, and then that's kind of like how it ends. With the brother being, like, super creepy with that one dude that was in the room. Like, the conversation that they had of, like, oh, the plan can still move forward, and that's how it ended.
the final solution?
Basically.
I don't know. They fought a dragon, which, listen, it was the beginning of the fight, I was like, whatever, kind of blah, 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 blah. Then the middle of the fight, the animation just went up by, like, 10 times fold. They had some, like, Demon Slayer level of, like, lighting on there. She's like, I can do this. Really, it was kind of cool. She's like, release the limit. It's like, oh, she's coughing up blood.
Yeah.
And then, like, her blade's completely destroyed. Kills the dragon, like you said. And it's cursed, but not.
Cursed knowledge, essentially.
Yeah, because it's knowledge from everyone before.
Mm-hmm.
And now she has that. And I got to point out, the show has done great of being like a fantasy, but they give hints still that, like, not hints, because that she is reincarnated into this world. They just don't mention it like every other isekai. Like, we came to this world. It's like, that's why this show is so good. Because they just keep going off we have our own storyline. She was reincarnated. That's only a small bit of this for now.
She got a tattoo, like a dragon tattoo.
She got tatted up on the full back.
Yeah.
Stick and poke over there.
Yep. That's one of those, like, all right, it's cool because you don't typically see a lot of that, like, in any anime.
Yeah, like actually getting or just a drawn thing or pops up.
Yeah.
But she full on had to tattoo her back on there for it.
Yeah. She did do the entirely dumb thing after getting a tattoo.
What?
You don't scrub it and you don't soak. That's how you make the ink run and you ruin it. Sorry. I'm an expert.
It's ye old days.
ye old
Hey, let me talk about this. In a world with magic dragons, how do you know those laws still apply? Maybe she heals super quick.
The human skin is still human skin.
Yeah, but now she has like a whole dragon stone inside of her.
Yeah, I mean, it was in the ink. Thank you very much.
I mean, she absorbed the stone into her body and everything. I mean,
via the ink.
Yeah, but how do you know she doesn't have those healing powers of like, oh, I'm super healed?
That'd be kind of gay. She's very gay. It was like
there's no proof of it. They held hands. That's the extent of it. Of holding hands.
So when they kiss, because they definitely will at some point, are you gonna say they're still not gay for each other?
Bros just kiss sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it'd be the ultimate thing. She kisses her. You're no homo. What? Just something I picked up from my past life.
That'd be messed up. That'd be so messed up.
What?
But you continuously get the hint that, like, specifically Yuffie is falling for.
I do like that we have very strong female leads without the stereotypical, like, they're strong. Oh, but they need a man. It's like, no, they just solve all their own problems.
Yeah. Tilty's also crazy.
Good.
She was cursed, essentially.
Well, kind of. She studies curses. They went through the whole thing of she wanted to do.
Well, she has magic, but she can't officially control magic, which is like a form of a curse where, like...
Well, they couldn't... they pointed out, like, they can't explain it, so it's a curse. The whole, like, church thing of, like, we can't explain it, so it's a curse.
Yeah. So, it's,
The mom finally shows up.
Yeah.
Sorry, we
got lots of moms this week.
Yo, MILF Monday, let's go. Sorry, it was just a random week of, like, people showing up on there. Because her mom shows up, and everyone's afraid of the mom, too. And she's like, I trust my daughter's intuition. It's like,
yeah.
did you watch that? Was that the episode where they gave the presentation? Try not to spoil too much because I feel like I haven't spoiled much for you.
Yeah.
Also, that whole presentation.
I don't know what you would have seen in episode 7 that, like, because you haven't officially mentioned, like, the vampire thing is kind of weird. I haven't heard any, like, vampire stuff. But, like, what has actually gone on in episode 7, like, so far everything has been those first 3 episodes. The fighting the dragon, the mom showing back up, and
Goku shows up. It's crazy,
being
man.
disappointed because at one point, our main girl is like, "Oh, I'll just take her back to my place. She can like hide out there, and we can deal with the fascination stuff." And
what are you
like,
gonna do about Yuffie? It's like,
yeah,
oh,
it's like
shit.
Someone else lives with you right now. It's like,
it's not even the live thing. It's because it's Yuffie as well.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, Yuffie's being the bigger person. It's like, oh, whatever. I don't blame you.
Fucking
They definitely had that like girl moment. I'm like, oh my god, I don't blame you. Oh no, I don't blame you either.
Then that may be episode 7. If she does go to the house, that would be an episode 7 thing.
Okay, yeah.
Spoilers.
Listen, it was very much of like, I just want to skip this, but I feel like I'm gonna miss something important. It was very much. That's literally. He
hates women.
No, that is not what I said. Tomo-chan and Obo hit me up.
That's a child.
As I say, with basically my neck beard because I haven't shaved in days. No, this Lane girl, I hate her so much. She's annoying. You're going to hear her cry a lot for no reason whatsoever. It's like, shut up, bitch. Stop crying. I'm tired of hearing it.
But you got big titty toe.
I don't care. It's so annoying. I just want to go through the screen. It's like,
yeah, that's mean.
But at one point, someone raises their voice. It's like, why you? No one said anything mean. No one did anything mean. Someone just spoke loudly, and she's like, my virginity, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
God, I hate her. I want it to be known. Worst character of this season.
Really?
If we're gonna have a category this year of worst character, she's number 1 on the list right now.
I wouldn't think that. She's fine.
Don't let the titties deceive you.
To be fair, you're adding more context to stuff that I haven't seen yet, so maybe my mind.
You're gonna watch it and you're gonna agree with me eventually on there. Worst character.
Worst character.
Worst character this season. We have not had a worse character than this yet.
I don't know. We'll see. Buddy Daddy's got some shit characters.
You need to watch it. It is definitely a show to watch.
So was Inspector.
I mean, I might be caught up on Vinland Saga. I'm working my way through it, dude.
For season 1, you're getting there.
Yeah, getting there, and then I gotta watch like 7 episodes catch up on season 2.
Yep.
I hate this. Like, I don't hate it, but it's good on there.
Yeah, Vinland Saga's dope.
I would say that basically concludes the Raycore podcast. But I was gonna.
Everything's canceled. So many shows are canceled.
I know. I was gonna mention some of the projects I have in the background works. We just need to film it, but I have a few scripts and video ideas. I'm planning on 2 anime game shows. I found other people that might be able to partake. The hard part is, I think you're way above average of knowledge, so I gotta like find some stuff that you don't know. I know a buddy that knows a lot about Gundam.
I don't know anything about Gundam.
Wow, trash. Hey, but when this airs, Monday? No, Tuesday. It's usually when this comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have trying to swallow that mic there?
No.
So that is in, today's the 17th, so what's that, 4 days, the 21st? So basically by the time most people that actually watch this would watch this, we have a month till Japan.
We do.
I'm excited on there. Finding more food places on there. I'll be filming a few personal videos for this channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be filming a few of my own videos for my own content stuff, but like this channel, I have a few videos planned that if you want to film some of it too, it's up to you, but I'm going to film it regardless. Who's there, who's not.
Yeah. It just kind of depends on what's going on.
I'll say if anybody watches this or got this far, you should leave a suggestion of what we should do or places we should visit. It's but 95% of the trip is in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
There's a small thing where Fluffs and I are going over to Kyoto and then maybe Osaka.
Yeah.
Also, fuck Japan, dude. You can't buy your pass more than a month in advance. Like, fuck off. Let me buy my pass like 2 months in advance.
No,
it's stressing me out that you can't order it this far in advance.
I mean, with our pocket Wi-Fi, you have to know the flight number.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah, but I found the flight number, so it's fine.
Flight 94?
Shut up. It's not Flight 94.
Or was it Flight 92?
Either way.
I mean, there's 4 flights that happened that day that all did not make it, so.
It's messed up.
What? I mean, how long is too long before you can say something?
I mean, lots of people died, and it changed how we view the United States and specific domestic policies. It might just always be too long.
It's never long enough. No, one thing I did want to say, they kind of give I mean, people aren't going to get this far, but if people do, one of the videos we're doing is going to be like a cosplay challenge video that we talked about. I'm kind of excited to do that. The loser's punishment is going to involve another video that we record later.
Oh.
It was that thing I was talking to you in the car. I don't want to give that away.
Okay.
But it'll be funny because it's going to suck whoever loses. Like, you have to actually play it up. That's about all I got this week.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for stopping by. Again, I'm Matt. That's Justus. This is the Casting Couch. That's all I got. Goodbye.